Hey everyone, I'm back with another House of the Dragon video. In this one, I'm looking at what they're going to do with Seasmoke and Laenor in Season 2. In the book, it was said that Laenor died, so Seasmoke eventually had a new rider. This opens up some complications, since a dragon will not accept a new rider while their old one is still alive. Sure, they could take the easy way out and say that Laenor died during the years since his death was faked, but I don't think the show went to all of that trouble to just write off Laenor's character in that way. Plus, there are many dramatic moments they can give us by having him return. You would have the reunion, of course, with him and his parents, and then him paying back the favor to Rhaenyra when she allowed him just to go off to lead his life freely. Also, once the joy subsided about him being alive, there would be some friction with him and Corlys in particular. I'm guessing Rhaenys would just handle it all in stride and be happy just to have him back. Now, before I get into how they could pull all this off and still work it within the basic outline of the book, I want to address the concerns that people had when Rhaenyra and Daemon pulled off the elaborate scheme of faking Laenor's death. At the time, some book readers felt that it ruined the lore. As I mentioned in my video about Aemon not being able to control Vhagar, which was also not in the book, we have to always keep in mind that Fire and Blood is not a reliable narrator. It's a secondhand account. The Maesters were not up in the air over Storm's End to see what happened between Aemond, Vhagar, Lucerys, and Arax, and they were also not in on the plans made by Rhaenyra, Daemon, and Laenor either. I also recognize, even with straightforward adaptations of novels, that things will change. I tend to give the creators a bit of leeway on shows, as long as it does fit within the framework of the story being told. With that said, though, many had serious problems with Laenor surviving the events of Episode 7. At the time, I felt that we would have to wait and see. It could go either way, depending upon how they address the issue. The biggest one is who will ride Seasmoke, a dragon that plays a significant role in the events of Dance of the Dragons. Now, this is a very small spoiler, which I don't think will impact anyone's viewing of the show, and it's also something that I don't believe they're going to even do since Laenor is alive. If you're trying to avoid spoilers, this one isn't a big deal, but I just wanted to forewarn. So here goes. His new rider in the books is Adam of Hull. He's supposed to be a bastard son of Laenor, who we know didn't even have children with Rhaenyra, so that's unlikely. Mushroom is a person who also provides secondhand accounts in Fire and Blood, and he says that Adam is Corlys's bastard son. Now, from the writing of the show we've seen so far, does it seem like Corlys would have a bastard child? Prior to him going to the Stepstones for the 6 years he was gone from Rhaenys, he had a tight bond with his wife. I believe it's probably the best marriage we've seen so far in the show. It would seem out of character for this to happen with Corlys. So who is Adam of Hull going to be? I think they're going to make it Laenor. Now, the biggest problem with this is that in the book, Adam of Hull is much younger than Laenor, which is obvious since it was thought to possibly be Laenor's own child. But they have played around with ages on the show. They had Alicent and Rhaenyra at the same age on House of the Dragon, but in Fire and Blood, Alicent was actually 9 years older, so they weren't actually childhood friends. Most people didn't have a problem with this, and I think it actually worked to make the TV side of things stronger, showing a close bond between Rhaenyra and Alicent. So my guess is that they're going to do a similar age change with Adam of Hull and make him Laenor. One thing that would be even further boost this theory is that Corlys has Rhaenyra legitimize Adam so he becomes not only Adam Velaryon, but also the heir to Driftmark as well. It all fits well for Adam to actually be Laenor in the show. He was only in 2 episodes, but I thought John McMillan, the actor who played the older version of Laenor, did a nice job. So I think it would all work out well. Now, if they do make Adam of Hull a separate character, and he then claims Seasmoke while Laenor is alive, that would be a problem. Also, if they decided to just remove Seasmoke from the dance, which I don't see happening, but that would be a big problem too. In the book, Seasmoke is at Dragonmont with the gang. Cannibal, Sheep Stealer, Grey Ghost, Silverwing, and Daemon's new buddy Vermithor. They made a point of Daemon saying in the finale that Seasmoke was a Driftmark, not Dragonstone. So it's as if he's waiting for Laenor to return. If they do have him come back, I hope they also give us a scene of Seasmoke at first being angry at Laenor for abandoning him for so many years. So that's my take on what we're going to see for Seasmoke and Laenor in Season 2. I think it's good to bring back an already known character as well, since we're going to have a number of new ones coming in, particularly the Starks. I'll do a video on them at some point. Lots of interesting plot points there involving Jace, and also areas where the show has some latitude in interpreting some of the book rumors. That's it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. And if you're interested in more House of the Dragon content, listen to Caraxes and subscribe. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon.